showing how to expand double brackets. Now, in order to expand double brackets, there's a few ways you can keep in mind. One of the methods is going to involve something called foiling, which you could see in one of my other videos. But in this regards, let's do something which shows the steps straightforward. The way to do this is you have to keep in mind that these two parentheses need to completely interact with each other by multiplication. Okay? The first thing you have to think of is every term in the first parentheses will multiply with every term in the second parentheses. What do I mean by that? That means 4a multiplies with 7a and 4a multiplies with 2b, as well as b multiplies with 7a and b multiplies with 2b. So let's go ahead and do that. This is going to be 4a is going to first multiply with 7a, and then 4a is going to multiply with 2b. This is in regards to expanding the first part. The second part means that we are now taking b, so we would take b and multiply it with 7a, and we take b and multiply it with 2b, b times 2b. This is the first step of the question done. Now we need to complete the multiplication. You could directly go to the second step if you would like to, if you feel like you're comfortable with doing this. So 4a times 7a, we start with number times number. 4 times 7 is a 28. A times a is an a squared. The next one is 4a times 2b. We start with number times number. 4 times 2 is an 8. Now notice a and b are different letters. What happens when I'm multiplying two different letters? Now, if you noticed in the first part, when we did a times a, it's the same letter. We just wrote a to the power 2 because it is a multiplying itself. In the second part, where it's a times b, they are different letters, so I just write them back to back, representing that they are multiplying. We do not need to do anything except for write them glued to each other. Now for our next part, it's going to be b times 7a. This is going to be 7ab. Similar situation to the previous one. It is two letters multiplying, so we just glue them to each other. And then for the last one, it is b times 2b. This is just going to be 2, and it's b times b, so it will be b squared. The last thing I have to do is see if I can collect like terms. In this case, do we have any like terms? Yes, we do. This is in terms of AB, and this is also in terms of AB. So I can just collect them by adding the like terms, which gives me 28a squared. 8 and 7ab, they use the same letters, so I would count them as like terms. 8 plus 7 is a 15, and then I just write 2b squared. And that is it for this example. Now for our next example. Now notice in this example, we have a minus included. The reason for that is it does affect our answer relatively drastically. So beware of the minus. We're going to do the same thing which we mentioned earlier. 2x needs to multiply with the 3x, and then 2x needs to multiply with the 5. And then for our second part, minus 4 needs to multiply with 3x, and minus 4 needs to multiply with the 5. Everything in the first takes a turn with everything in the second. So let's go ahead and start. 2x times 3x is our first multiplication. Our second one is going to be 2x times 5. Now we're going to move on to our next part. It is minus 4. Wherever the 4 goes, the minus goes with it, times 3x, and minus 4 times 5. Like I said, if there's a minus in front of the number, wherever the number goes, the minus goes with it, with no exceptions. 2x times 3x is going to be 6. 2 times 3 is 6. X times x, it's the same letter. we would write x squared. Next up is 2x times 5. 2x times 5 is 2 times 5, which is a 10, and we just write an x behind it. For the next part, it is minus 4 times 3x, so it is minus 4 times 3 is 12, and we write an x behind it. And the last one is just 4 times 5, which is a minus 20. So in the next part, we just need to combine the like terms. Our like terms are the 10x and the 12x. So 6x squared is our first term, it just stays as is. 10x minus 12x gives me a minus 2x because 10 minus 12 is a 2 and it's a negative. The 12 is a negative, so it will be controlling. So we end up with a minus 2 and we just write the x since they are like terms in terms of x. And then our final term will just be a 20. And that is it in regards to expanding double brackets.